Life doesn't always go according to plan, but when we let go of the need of perfection, we realize that an unexpected twist and the turns are often what makes life the most beautiful. And sometimes when everything seems to be falling apart, that's when we find the freedom to rebuild in a way we never thought it possible. So if nothing is going right, maybe it's time to go left. Let go of the weight, release the fears, and take a leap of faith into the unknown. You might just that the best things in life come when we least expected them. For no particular reason, everything seems to go wrong. Nothing was falling into place. Nothing felt right. And despite my best efforts, the weight of it all kept growing. I couldn't shake the feelings of frustrations, doubts, swellings, moving around and around quickly, around worries creeping in, and the constant fear of what could be. It was one of these days where every step I took seems to lead me farther into a maze with no way out. The world around me felt off balance, as if everything I tried had only made things worse. So I decided to do something radical. I decided to go left. It wasn't that I was actively choosing to ignore my problems or pretended they were not there, but I realized in the moment of frustration, I didn't need to keep walking in circles, repeating the same mistakes, or clinging to hold onto the same anxieties. I didn't need to let fear dictate, read it aloud my next move. Maybe, just maybe, the solution wasn't found in a familiar path of struggles, but in taking a new directions, a direction I had not considered before. What if, instead of fighting against the current, I let myself float with it? What if I stopped carrying the burden of my worries and allowed myself the freedom to explore a different path? We all have those days when the weight of life becomes overwhelming. It's easy to get caught up in a cycle of doubt, fear, and frustrations, but those emotions, as real and consuming as they are, don't have to define us. We don't have to let them become our identity. The truth is, we all have the power to let go. We can choose to leave behind the things that no longer serve us, the fears that hold us back, and the doubts that keep us trapped. But letting go doesn't mean surrendering to defeat. It means choosing a new way forward, one that is filled with possibility and hope. When I made the decision to go left, I wasn't just turning my back on my fears. I was facing the head on with a new perspective. I let go of the need to control everything, the need to have every answer, the need to know what would happen next. I allow myself to embrace it uncertainty, embrace the idea that it's okay not to have it all figured out. And in that moment, something shifted. The weight lifted. The burdens was gone. I felt lighter, freer, and more open to whatever came next. It's amazing how our mind works. We spend so much time at the top it and our head, bothering with ourselves over every little decision, every tiny misstep. We pile on worries, doubt, and fears until we are carrying the burden far too heavy for any one person to bear. But what happens when we let go of all that? What happens when we stop fighting against ourselves and allow ourselves to simply be? What if the answer isn't found in control but in surrender? By letting go of my need to constantly manage it and worry about every outcome, I found a sense of peace, and I had not known I was missing. The worries that once consumed me no longer had the same hold over me. I stopped seeing them as obstacles to overcome and started viewing them as invitations to explore new possibilities. Instead of trying to avoid discomfort, I embraced it. I realized that discomfort is often the birthplace of growth, and through it, I could discover new strengths and capability with myself that I had not known existed. In moments of fear and doubt, we often forget how resilient, strong, and not easily damaged by being hit, stretched, squeezed we truly are. We forget that we have the ability to overcome challenges, to rise above difficulties, and to create something beautiful out of even the most chaotic situation. And yet, when we admire dirt, oil, mud, and our worried, it's hard to see the strength within us. It's only when we allow ourselves to take a step back, to release the grip of our anxieties, and that we can reconnect with a power resilient within us. Letting go isn't easy. It's a practice, process. Sometimes it requires a leap of faith, but it's also a way to reclaim our sense of agency, to take back control of our own lives. Even when everything around us feels out of our control, and in that freedom we find clarity. We find the space to breathe, to think, to feel, and to move forward with a sense of purpose and direction. But if we stopped trying to outrun our fears and instead faced them with openness and courage, well, if we didn't see fear as something to avoid it, but as something to be understood and embraced, in that moment, when I choose to go left, I didn't just choose a different direction. I chose a new way of thinking. I chose to approach it, my fear with curiosity, to view them not as obstacles, but as opportunity to learn, grow and expanded my own understanding of what's possible. Fear is a natural part of life, it's something we all face, but it's also something we can overcome. The key isn't to eliminate the fear entirely, but to change our relationship with it. Instead of letting fear control us, we can choose to see it as a stepping stone to something greater. And by doing so, we can transform our greatest fears into our greatest strength. Sometimes the path to peace isn't found in control or perfection, but in letting go. It's about allowing ourselves to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. It's about trusting that no matter what happened, we have resilience to bounce back, to grow, and to keep moving forward. So, what happened when we let go? We created space for new possibilities. We allowed ourselves the freedom to move in unexpected directions, to explore new avenues, and to find a new solution to all the problems. We open ourselves up to the beauty of uncertainty, knowing that it's through the uncertainties that we often find the most profound growth. And the most incredible parts, when we let go of the fear and anxiety, we make room for something even more powerful joy. When we stop trying to control every detail and let life unfold as it will, we invite the possibility of happiness into our lives in ways we never imagined. So the next time life feels heavy, the next time your mind starts spiraling, take a step back. Let go, go left. Trust that in doing so, you'll find a path that is uniquely your own. One field with the potential for growth, discovery, and peace. It's okay not to have everything figured out. Sometimes the most beautiful journeys come when we allow ourselves to embrace the unknown. After all, it's in those moments of uncertainty and we often discover our true strength. And in that, we find the freedom to live freely, to live without fear, and to live on the knowledge that no matter what, we are capable of handling whatever comes our way.